Hello everyone, this is Keys Ritual and I just got back from the hospital. So this is another vlog. So I haven't been posting vlogs that often like I said I was going to because literally since my last recording of my vlog it's literally just been me at home or at work or watching something or just doing nothing. I saw Beauty and the Beast and that was about it. That's all I did since my last one. But today was a different story. I did not bring my cam with me because I did not think that anything was going to happen. I thought I was going to go to work, come home, make some tacos, and call it a night, just lay in bed. So I went to work at 7 a.m., got up at like 5:30ish, showered, brushed my teeth, made something in the oven, ate some donuts, did my skincare, headed out. Takes about an hour to get to work, left at 6, got there a little before 7, just so I was early enough to change my stuff and started working. Normal day. So I'm at work, working in fragrance for the hour because there's some coverage. It's around, let's see, 10:45. It's around 11:30. I want to say 11:30 because my schedule is a little messed up right now. About 11:30, this client comes in. She needs help with YSL lipstick, and I'm in fragrance, so I can see YSL. So I'm just like, I'm helping her because I can still do that, but I'm not allowed to leave fragrance. So I'm guiding her, but I keep stepping back because I am trying to stay in my zone without going too far. And just helping her with because I'm quite proficient in makeup. And suddenly, I go to hand her something. And after I hand it to her, suddenly, out of nowhere, a dog comes and bites me in the arm. Didn't realize it was her dog standing next to her the whole time because the dog matches the floor and I wasn't really looking for a dog. So I got a little dog bite. Well, the woman apologized and left soon after. Before I realized I should probably got a little skin puncture going on from a dog I don't know. Don't have the rabies reports. Don't have anything. Don't know anything about this dog now. She has left and I have no information. Well, my boss decided that she wanted to send me to the hospital. I was like, I'm sure I'm fine. We are on the Upper East Side. What's the likelihood some random woman's going to bring a rabies-filled dog into a store? Okay, first of all, you shouldn't be bringing a dog into a store that's known to attack random people. She said it was overprotective, and that's why, because I gave her something, so I was sort of reaching out to her. But really, you shouldn't bring those animals into stores because that's not a good thing. But anyway, finally they convinced me to get workman's comp and go to the hospital. They gave me money for taxi because they didn't feel like I should be walking 10 blocks, which I actually really appreciate because I was going to walk it either way. So I went to City MD, got there, but they didn't. So apparently rabies shots is a 4-step process. The first is a lot. I think it's 100 milliliters of solution, but it depends on how big you are. I'm 80.5 kilos, which is roughly 170 something pounds. So I need quite a bit. So I also don't remember when I got my last tetanus shot, so I had to get that. And I still have to go back for 3 more days to get 3 more shots. So anyway, they, honestly, City MD and this hospital I went to near my work are fast as hell. Every time I've ever been to a hospital, it has literally been a long-ass wait. Literally, it's been fill out paperwork at City MD, and they're already calling me 3 minutes later. At this other hospital I had to go to, I don't remember the name of the hospital, but literally was pulled into the back as I was doing my paperwork. Didn't even, paperwork literally took 2 seconds to do, and was already getting, help. They're like, well, we don't know your tetanus shot, this is what you gotta do. So, they brought me to this little curtained room, which is, they have, the 3 curtain rooms and the 3 chairs. 3 chairs are where they, figure out what's wrong with you. Curtain rooms are if it's, nothing, graphic or major, they could just do it there right on the floor. So, I'm like, okay. They're like, it's better safe to get rabies shot than sorry. So I'm like, okay, I will do it just because, rather be safe. And they gave me a tetanus shot in my left arm, which hurts like a bitch because it's my right dominant. So, again, left. She comes back with this large needle for the rabies shot, the first one. So she puts a little bit in the wound, because that's where you gotta do it, like around the wound, not in the wound, but like near it. I think she put like 10 or 20 milliliters in there. Right arm, gets him in there. Then she goes for the butt cheek, the right one. Yeah, the right one. Puts him in there. She's like, okay, I'm going to take a break before we put any more in because we don't want to overload you. And when she put it in my butt cheek, I still have my underwear on, but I like lifted my underwear. I'm wearing these little loose boxer briefs. My pants are like around my knees. So she heads out. I feel like a minute or two passed. I'm just still standing there, just waiting for her to come back or do whatever. Because I felt like she was coming back to do it again, but apparently she was waiting to give me a minute. Next thing I know, I am hitting the floor. I have fainted because of the shots. I was like, I've never fainted in my life. First of all, I've never had a dog bite in my life. This is the first. Never fainted in my life. That's the first. And I feel like I don't really feel like I've like faded away that much. But honestly, I felt like the passage time was instant, so I really don't know if I was gone for like 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Probably not more than 10 seconds, I feel like. But I felt myself hit the floor. Didn't really hurt. My head didn't hit the floor. But the next thing I know is like literally the nurse and doctor are, each of them have my shoulders, one shoulder in their hands, like propping me up a little bit to like get me back. And honestly, I felt like total shit. Like, I've never felt so drained and uncomfortable in my life. It was like literally over my entire body. And it was like the most distressing thing ever. Like, I don't understand how to explain it, but I just felt like I wanted to be out of my own skin. It was just that bad. And I'm like sitting on the floor and like laughing a little bit because that's just what I do. I laugh. And all I could think to myself is, you ever felt like a little like moisture around your butt? You feel like your butt feels a little moist. And I'm like, did I shit myself? Like, I think I shit myself. I didn't, by the way. Did not shit myself. And I'm like ready to, like, I feel like finally it took like a minute or two and I finally feel a little bit more better. That's not English. But either way, felt a bit better. I'm like ready to get back on the bed. But he's like, no, take it slow. Don't worry. You got plenty of time. So, I'm sitting up and I'm like, I think I need sugar. Honestly, I felt like my body was shaking and I felt like I needed some sugar to like calm down, whatever. So she comes in with a ginger ale and 2 chocolates. And I eat that and drink it slowly. And they lay me in the bed. They're like, we're going to lay you down. They keep the curtain open. They throw a blanket on top of me because I don't have the strength to pull the blanket up over my junk. My junk is still hidden, but still, I pull it up. I'm like, it's not like the drag world has not seen more than this of me. It's like, what's the point? So, I'm laying on the bed with a blanket, eating the chocolate, sipping the ginger ale, and like 10-15 minutes go by, and I'm like, she's like, you ready? And I'm like, I feel like I'm good enough. I'm not as shaky anymore. So she lays me, I lean over to the one side, hold on to the handlebar, she puts the rest of the shot on the other side of the butt cheek, and I am like staring at the curtain. I'm like going really cross-eyed at this point. Like, it doesn't really hurt that much. But anyway, I was told I fainted because of the needles. And I honestly believe that. I'm scared of needles, but not like horribly scared. But I feel like it was just something. I just fainted. And I'm like going cross-eyed as she's thinking like, it took like a minute or two to put the rest of that needle in me. And I was just hating it. I was hating it so much. So then I'm like laying, and like she finishes. And then she just throws this like pile of food in my lap of like random junk food, another ginger ale, 2 things of graham crackers, like the 2 cracker thingies, a Reese's peanut butter cup, and then some pretzels with pink chocolate, another little ginger ale, like a little one. So that's my second one. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. And I'm just like nibbling on it while I wait, staring into space for like an hour and a half. I feel like it was like a long time. My phone was at this time in my bag, which was extremely out of reach from the bed. So I couldn't even grab it, and I didn't want to like get up and get it and faint again. I knew I was bound to happen. And finally, they're like, "We're ready to discharge you, but you have to come back for 3 more shots. 1 in 3, 1 in another 3, 1 in a week." Ugh. Okay. But these are not as intense, I'm told. They're like a lot smaller, very like just in the arm, they're good and done. So they're ready to discharge me, and I'm like, I don't want to go home alone. So I go reach for my phone, about to message random people. It's like, "Hey, could you come pick me up?" And someone's already messaged me. My drag daughter, Corona, has told me, it's like, "Do you need anything? I'll be here for you." And I'm like, honestly, here's my address. Come get me. So while I'm waiting for her, they give me like a prescription for some medicine that I have to go to other parts. Apparently, it's a big, prestigious school for medicine and hospital. So I'm like, ooh, that's actually, I'm in a nice place right now. I'm near my work. So I wait for Corona to come get me. And I'm making sure I didn't miss something because I felt like they were supposed to give me pills then, but apparently they're not. I'm supposed to take pills later. I haven't taken them yet. Just got home. So he takes me home on the train, get some Chinese food. Haven't touched it yet. It's right there. I'm staring at it. And that was my day so far. Well, I actually went back to work to let my work know what happened and like get some things that I left behind because I just wasn't having it. But then we get home. And here I am, busted up. Long story short, I got bit, got shot, fainted, and home. But I hope you enjoyed my little story time. If I would have known something was going to happen today, I would have brought my camera. But I didn't. So this is like 2 days later, and I wanted to add a few things. So, when I had been on the floor and I fainted and I thought I crapped myself, I honestly was very blunt about it. So when I was on the floor, I was talking to the doctor and I'm like, "Just so you know, I might have crapped myself, but let's pray for the best." And he's like, "Yeah, let's pray for the best," and he helps lifting me up. And at the time, while he was lifting me up, I was like looking at the floor behind me to make sure like there was no like stain on the floor, because I was praying for the best. And then another thing about my doctor is while he was sanitizing the wound, like near the end, he was like, "So what do you do for work anyway?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm a makeup artist. I do drag. I'm a club kid." He's like, "Oh, you do drag?" He's like, and I'm like, yeah. He's like, "Do you know Coco Peru?" He starts talking about it, and I've never heard someone use the word trade so fluidly in a sentence. It was like seeing my doctor in a whole new light, and I was just like, okay, I didn't catch this before. He was like talking about this movie called Trick or Trapped or something like that with, I believe it was Coco Peru, and he was like talking about how it was about this movie about this guy, a trade, and I can't remember the full details. I'll have to look it up. But I was dying. I was gone. I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I just wanted to add that to the end. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye!